From the book Wake Up and Roar, there's a story about identity, really about who we really are and how to be the best version of ourselves, maybe the real version of ourselves. And it talks about a lion that was killed by a hunter, and then the lion had a baby lion and a cub, and the hunter took the adult and just left the kid there in the field, prairie, whatever it was. And a shepherd came and found it, baby lion cub, ended up raising it with a sheep, and the lion thought it was a sheep. Grazed with a sheep, hung out with a sheep, gentle like a sheep, ate grass, and the lion's full grown now, years later, and another lion's cruising along the prairie looking for food and sees this other lion with sheep. Totally confused, the story, goes up to the lion and says, "What are you doing? Hanging out with these sheep?" And the lion goes, "Ah!" Runs. All the sheep run, and they're all scared to death because there's a lion going to attack them. And the sheep are saying, "Please don't kill us." And the lion, who thinks he's a sheep, says, "Please don't kill me." And the wild lion says, "What are you talking about, man? You're a lion." Grabs the lion that thinks he's a sheep and pulls him to a stream, pulls his face in front of the water and says, "Look, what do you see?" And the sheep lion looks and sees two lions. He says, "I see two lions." And the other lion said, "That's you. That's you. You're a lion. You're not a sheep." He said, "Well, how do I be a lion?" And the other lion just said, "Open your mouth and roar. Open your mouth and roar." And he opens his mouth and yelled, and out came a roar. And wow, he was a lion after all. So the story shows identity in that we have this identity of ourselves as sheep, maybe, and we're really lion. We have identity of ourselves as powerless peasants, but we're really powerful royalty. We have an identity in ourselves as unlovable when really we're made out of pure love. So it's impossible, right? But we have this identity or this image that we hold on to, and when we focus on this image, which is just a thought form, it's a real experience for us. So we could be rich royalty, powerful beings, and we can be just acting out this sob story, victim, powerless, scarce life. And it's real for us because we believe it's real. We're holding on. So how do you change? Well, you just start to be who you are. So that's going to seem fake if you're nowhere near a powerful existence. But the reality is you just got to have that pure desire lead you, and then do what's next. And then the secret is you got to let go of everything that was. So Paul talks in the Bible, I have to die daily. And that's what he's talking about. It's giving up that life that you've held on to. The good news is the thing you're giving up is what you don't want. You know, it's like, hey, this is how it is. This is real. Well, give that stuff up. What does it mean to wake up and roar? What does it mean to be the powerful being that you are? Well, it means to forgive, and what you're doing is releasing and forgiving your own past. And so just think, hey, what would my hero do right now? And then you can just make up who your hero is. You can imagine what that person would do and think, and then you just start doing it or forcing yourself to engage in that life. And at first it'll be hard just because you got that past holding you back. But now you're talking to strangers and you're smiling at people and you're giving your money to people who need it, and you're being kind for no reason at all, and you quit your job and go for something that you love, and you leave unhealthy relationships behind, and you don't feel guilty about not talking to them anymore, and you pursue healthy relationships, and when the unhealthy ones come around again, you are loving to them, but you don't participate in hurtful words, and you only let wholesome, pure things come out of your mouth, and you remind yourself every moment that you can that you're powerful and beautiful and that God is inside you, and all you need to do is open your mouth and roar, and so on, like that. Identity. Who do you say you are? Maybe start thinking a little higher than you have before.